this is me doing the machine. I've been doing the machine now for about 8 weeks, okay? You always start out with P3 on this machine, okay? And this is like a warm-up, okay? And when you do your warm-up, it always starts out on the speed of number 2, okay? And every 2 minutes it's going to go up in the speed. What I've really been working on is this part right here, a midsection. And when I started, I was wearing a 36. I'm down to a 34, and my 34s are real loose. Plus I got my belt on this last notch, okay? So the machine has really helped me lose a lot of inches. When I started, I weighed 206, and I'm down to, I'm fluctuating between 192 and 194 right now. And when I first started, I wasn't doing anything other than just the machine. But now that I'm doing the machine, I've started trying to be a little bit smarter about my eating habits. So in the morning, I'm having breakfast, and at lunch, I'm eating something at lunch, and then at supper, I'm trying to cut that meal down to like a salad or grilled fish or grilled chicken and keep it light. And because what this machine actually does, or helps do, is turns your fat into muscle, and muscle weighs more. So some people actually gain weight in the beginning. When I started doing the machine, I was working on my legs and the strengthening of them, and I really got them really strong. Just come back from a trip from down in Alabama, and I walked 7 miles on the beach, and I did that in 2 hours and barely broke a sweat. Okay, it's really built my arms up. I can tell the tightness in my skin because this machine tones and tightens what's shaking me. And there's a lot of different positions on here that you can do. And one of them is if you want to work your arms. And I had a lady come in here that had a neck issue, and the next set you do will be 88, and that way you can program it to the speed you want. And so once you do this, and if you've got an issue right back up in here and you're trying to work on that, the best position is like this right here. Just kind of sit down on the machine and let the machine do the work, and you'll feel it right in this blade right here, okay? And the more pressure you put on it, the more it works. But when you first start out, it might be a good idea not to put the pressure on it at first, let the machine do the work for you, okay? And then as your arms get stronger, then you'll put more pressure on them and it will shake you more, okay? Same thing with your legs, when you're doing the legs and you're doing this. If you bend your knees and put your hands right here like this, then you're working this part, and it's also moving the blood up. Now when you're standing straight up, it's just going to be working like the midsection, this part back here, and still pushing blood up through your legs. Now when you first start off, you might have to hold on, but at some point, you'll probably be able to put your hands on your body where it's still circulating the blood in your body, okay? And then the other one is you step on your tiptoes and then bend, and it's working this part right here. And it's really building that muscle up right there and that leg part right there. And there's also the point that we're going to put him on in a few minutes here and show you is that you're going to sit down, and when you sit down on it, at first just let the machine do the work, and then the more pressure you put down, the more it's going to work and build your arms, okay? And you may feel a little itching in the front, in the beginning, and that's natural because what that is getting your blood circulating, okay? And usually that itching goes away after 3 or 4 times. It really depends on how bad circulation you got or how quick you do it. The older you are, the decisions you have to make on how you're going to do it, like we're doing with my dad up there, by putting him on the stool, okay? And drinking water with lemon is a really good way to help burn fat, okay? Any kind of citrus that you use, that's what you want to use, okay? All righty, and we're going to go back up there and check on him in just a few, so we're going to